Morning. So I managed to sleep a bit longer today, which, oh wait, no I didn't. Sorry, can't remember. Must be sleep deprivation. Um, right, so today, thought would be a good time to talk about the common misconceptions when it comes to, I'll probably just focus on depression for this one, because, I don't want to make any mistakes with other mental illnesses, so okay, so I've got found a little thing on the internet which has some common misconceptions. So I'm just going to go through them and let's see where we end up. So the first one is that you can't have depression if you have an awesome life. Now I've spoken about this before, as I say. I have a lot of good things in my life, but yet still suffer horrendously from clinical depression. So just absolutely isn't true. I think probably because a lot of people don't understand that depression, uh, clinical depression, is normally caused by a serotonin imbalance. So the amount of people who I've actually met who are just like, but depression isn't a physical illness, it's a state of mind. It's like, nope, that's why a lot of people take medication to sort that imbalance, the chemical imbalance out. So, yeah, awesome life or not, if the chemical balance in your brain is off, then no chance, no chance. Okay, number two. Um, okay, this one just annoyed me. I mean, surely no one can pick this. If you find love, it will magically fix it. Um, I'm not really going to waste time on that, given what I've just said. I'll just say no. Okay, so number three. That I should be over it by now, or you don't seem sad. Um, I should be over it by now. Again, that's just ignorant. Um, and, I can't work to your time scale kind of thing. Um, if you don't seem sad as well, it's like a lot of people who I told when I was younger would be like, oh, I just wouldn't imagine it from you at all. It's like, probably because the majority of people with this illness aren't going around talking about it, and they'll put, you know, you'll put a face on it. That's what I do. Basically, I kind of fake it. You'll fake it till you make it, which also most of the time doesn't work either. Um, but yeah, you know, we don't we don't want people to know. That's why, because of all these bloody misconceptions and ignorance and stuff like that. So yeah, most people would say that it's like, I don't seem sad. Yeah, so that's that one. Number four. Just because you take meds for it doesn't mean it magically goes away. Yeah, if only that was the case. You know, take 3 antidepressants and haven't gone anywhere. So yeah, please don't think that. But you know, the idea of meds is to stabilise you, to allow you to actually function, be a functioning member of society. And as I've said, when those meds stop working, I stop functioning. Um, Honestly, I've never actually come across anyone who thought that, um, once you take meds, it goes away. I think, as I said in the mental health news one, it's like I normally find just people have a stigma against people taking meds. They're just funny about it. Probably relating back um, to what I said about this first misconception, that people seem to think that it's just a state of mind, um, which is it's like can be true when you have situational depression or reactive depression, but we're talking about the chemical imbalance, clinical depression. Okay, so Um, and that doesn't mean that it's like also people with reactive depression, it's like they can take meds as well, because it will help you out through that situation. It's just that people with clinical depression are more likely to take them for a far longer course, might be more permanent. But anyway, we can, do that another time. Number 5, other people are worse off, so get over it. It's as simple as this. It's all relative in the end. It's like people saying, there are people starving and stuff like that. Yeah, no, that's absolutely horrendous, and, no one's taking that away from people. It's just that, okay, some people say to me sometimes, they're just like, I don't want to talk to you about how bad my life's going at the moment because it's nothing compared to yours. No, absolutely do talk to me about it, because that's what's happening in your life. As I say, it's all relative. It's like your problems are no less than mine. It's just different. So, don't feel like, actually that's a misconception as well, that we'll break down. We hear anything sad, it's just like, no, so, don't feel like you can't talk about that sort of thing with your friend or your family member who suffers from it. It's like we want to be there for you, and we're not going to fall apart if you tell us something sad. Okay, so that's that one, all relative. That you have to have a reason to suffer with depression, and that kind of goes to the awesome life thing. So once again, don't need a reason. Some people do have a reason. I used to think there was a reason. Now I know it's just an animal all of its own. No, you don't need a reason. Unfortunately, depression can affect anyone, and your mind turning against you. That's doesn't need a reason for it. One day your mind's just like, gotcha. Okay. Number 8 is that it's a choice. Jesus. I guess I'll put it to you like this as well. It's probably the same people who think that like being gay or being transgender is a choice. No. Why would you choose to make life harder for yourself? That's just stupid. Maybe it's a good time to say as well. It's like, I'm gay. You wouldn't believe it, would you? No. I didn't choose that either. So there we go. Maybe I was just born and just desperately trying to make life difficult for myself. Who knows? Okay, this one is a big one. Okay, and I might talk about it for a bit. I don't know. Just try to be positive. It will help. Like, positive thinking means, that you'll have a positive life. No! Okay, that is just so naive. It's ridiculous. And I've met quite a few people who are all about, positive thinking. And people who don't know about my depression, and that they are just people who are like, they're really big on positive thinking, and it's like, I am so happy that you haven't had anything so horrendous in your life that the act of simply thinking positively will help you through anything. Unfortunately, that does not apply to mental illness. First of all, it's like, well, it just doesn't work, and second of all, we can't do it because that is the nature of the disease. It was like the woman who told me to try harder. It's like we can't think positively because our minds won't let us. If we could think positively, then it's like we probably wouldn't have depression. It's like that is the nature of the disease. It just won't let us. So please please, I'm begging you on this one, please never, ever tell someone with mental illness to think positive. Okay, thank you. Okay, number 10. That people who want to commit suicide are selfish. Yeah, this one really, really breaks on me. Because I've been told it, and obviously we hear it a lot. I'll put it this way, like, no one has their first suicidal thought and immediately goes and commits suicide. You know, they will think about it over and over. You build up to it, and a lot of that is because you're aware of the enormous impact that it will have on the people around you, and the destruction it will cause. No one, and also it's like no one actually wants to take their own life, in the sense that it's like, if someone came along and was like, okay, I'll kill you right now, or it's like, I'll make everything go away and you'll be happy. It's like, you'll pick the happiness. It's like, I've tried so many times, it's like, it's not something that I actively want to do. It's not pleasant that you actually taking your own life. It's just that you can't imagine the absolute despair that someone is in if that's what they have to do, you know. We are always thinking about other people. My family, my friend, they are always on my mind, and that's why when I decide to do it, it will normally take me a couple of weeks or a month to actually build up the courage to do it, because every single second you're thinking, it's like, this is going to destroy everyone around me. You know, people don't get over it. It's not something I don't want to destroy the people in my life. But unfortunately, you get to a point and it does come to like, well, how long can I realistically go on like this? I can't spend my entire life absolutely distraught, in despair, complete, miserable, just doesn't even do it justice. Me personally, how I feel is like, I'm not living, I'm existing. You know, it's no life. There is no life. There's no quality of life. And quite a while ago, I felt that my soul died, and that the light in me, whatever light, you know, went out. There's nothing there. There's, as I say, you're just existing, and that's not living. It's not a life. And so, unfortunately, that will eventually supersede how you feel, and your mind just goes, right, I have to do this. I can't live like this. So, yeah, please don't say people are selfish, because it's not. They are considering. Believe me, they have thought about it. Okay, they have thought about you and everyone. You know, yeah, that's that. Okay, next one. You're automatically okay when you have one good day. No. And this is true for all mental illness. It's like, there are good days and bad days. And someone with mental illness, their good day will be sort of nothing in comparison to someone who doesn't have mental illness, their good day. You know, as I said, I had a good day because I managed to change the sheets on my bed. You know, as I said, small goals. That's a good day for me, because I actually got out of bed and was able to do something. That's a good day. And realistically, to other people, that's not a good day. And also, the bad days, how bad they are, will far outweigh the good days, you know, so that's that one. Okay, I could have sworn we did this one already, but I'll do it again. That we choose to feel like this. Yep, once again, no one chooses to feel like this. Why would you choose to just feel like you want to die every single second of every single day. No, that's insane. You just need to get over it, or don't get depressed over this. Once again, I swear to God, this thing's repeating itself. But anyway, no, yeah, if we could do that, we'd do that, you know. And don't get depressed over this. It's like we don't choose it, you know. It's the mind. The mind destroys. That's that. Okay, this is the bit that you want attention. Okay, so my personal view, as I said, with like, you know, the whole bipolar thing being fashionable and OCD being fashionable. In my experience, people who go around shouting about their mental illness to anyone who will listen normally don't have mental illness. Basically, you know, literally a handful of people in my life know. When I make these attempts on my life, I don't tell anyone. I don't even tell my friends who do know, you know, because you just don't want people to know. You just want to be left alone. And normally when you get into a depressive phase, you just withdraw into yourself. You won't let people near you. You know, you don't go out, and it's just not about attention. Seriously, it's like, and you certainly don't want attention when you're in like an awful state, because you're embarrassed, you're ashamed, you've become a shadow of the person you actually are. You don't want people to see that. That's not the person you want them to see, to remember. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting one, actually. I wish teenagers would stop making it seem so fucking romantic and shit. Yeah, they kind of got a point. Ain't nothing romantic or beautiful or anything, you know. It's like, oh, my beautiful suicide, you know. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, just a good point, man. Okay. Apparently a misconception is that a person who has depression automatically cuts and hurts themselves. No, that's not true at all. I self-harmed when I was younger, maybe because I thought it was so romantic. But, you know, I realise it's like this does absolutely nothing at all. It just leaves you with a load of scars that you have to hide for the rest of your life. So, yeah, and I know plenty of people with serious mental illness who had never self-harmed. So, yeah, that one's weird as well. I may have picked a bad one to go through here, because these are a bit rubbish. I might have to do another one. Pills are the only way to fix depression. No, not everyone needs medication. So, you know, as I said before, it's like CBT personally doesn't work for me now. It did work at one point. So, you know, it's like CBT, these occupational therapies, so the psychosocial aspect will work with some people. But what the NHS needs to understand is that it doesn't work for everyone. Some people need the pills, some people don't. Simple as that, once again. So that's that one. And another one is that people think it'll just go away, and that it hits hard at night when nobody else is awake. I personally find it shit throughout the whole day. In terms of like the night thing, you know, I go to bed early because I've spent all day just focusing on this damn thing. It's like, can't be asked to go through the night. I think maybe what people are trying to say there is maybe they think that, well, because a lot of people with mental illness suffer from insomnia, so at night it can be absolutely horrendous if you can't go to sleep and all you can think about is your goddamn disease. But yeah, in terms that people think it will just go away one day, no, not without help, you know, either pills or therapy or whatever works for you, it will not just go away. And it looks like, okay, another one that everyone is automatically suicidal, and that, yeah, people with depression, everyone with depression will try and kill themselves. No, that's not true either. Oh my god. It's depressing just going through this damn list. Yeah, not everyone with depression is suicidal, you know. As I say, you know, it's like there are levels, it's all relative, and, you know, there are times when I'm depressed. Well, actually, no, that's not true. No, okay, scratch that. But no, not everyone with depression is suicidal. You can be unbelievably depressed, but, you know, not in a place where you want to take your own life. It's just, oh my god, seriously, these are ridiculous. Like, people can't seriously think this, but sadly I think they do. Okay, and then the final one is that depressed people are always crying or sad. No. Once again, I think this is just a slight variation on one earlier. No, because even when you're having, like, you're not in a complete state, you're having, you can be stable, but you still suffer from depression. So you're not crying all the time or sad. And even when you are in a state, it's like, I am the worst I have ever been with my depression, but it's like, I'm not crying all the time. In fact, I very rarely cry now. I almost feel like I'm past that. But, and also, it's like, I'm not sad every single second. Like, for example, right now, it's like, not sad right now. It's like when someone's looking after me, you know, I can enjoy my time with them. This is just stupid. Right, so let's stick with that for now. I don't know about you, but I'm a lot more annoyed now than I was at the start of the video. Jesus, yeah. So this probably was a good video to do, because if people seriously think that, like, we need to debunk that. I love the word debunk. I feel like I'm sort of Scully in the X-Files or something like that. And who did debunk it? Anyway, sorry, yeah. Yeah, so those are some of the misconceptions that, as you can see, are all just completely insane. Anyway, enough from me. I think today will be a good day because I'm going to see my beautiful nephew. So I'll sign off for now, and hope I've given you something to think about. Hell, I'm going to think about it. And yeah, everyone have a good day.